Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome. My name is Milena Szkubel. I'm an independent consultant with Arbon International. And today I'm here with you to let you know more about Arbon. Arbon company, Arbon products, but also Arbon business opportunity. If you're watching this video, somebody sent it to you, or you know me and you've received it from me, I would say listen with the open heart and mind because what I'm going to say today is I'm going to talk from my own experience as well. And sometimes when you don't look for something, something lands on your lap. And also, maybe if you're looking for something, but you're not sure what it is, there could be something for you. So, a few words about me. I'm originally from Poland. I've lived in England for over 18 years now. So I live with my partner Bruno and also with my mum. I'm a full-time carer to my mum. Unfortunately, mum's got the MS, which is multiple sclerosis, and that require a lot of help on a daily basis. She's also a wheelchair user. So in kind of like, the caring role, any decision I make, I need to make sure first that she's okay. So to be able to kind of, create a work-life balance and make sure that I've got time for myself as well, I needed to look into some ways of working slightly differently. So my background is beauty therapy. So I'm a beauty therapist and I still do treatments. So last year, mid of 2025, I have moved from a salon, which I used to rent a space at in a local hairdressing salon in Melton. And then I've created treatment room at home. Once again, being a self-employed beautician, I needed that kind of flexibility. So coming from employed sort of status, being a beautician at the Ragdale Hall, that was over 10 years ago. I thought I would be there forever. When I first went there, I was like, yeah, this is my dream job. That's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. But obviously, with my mom's circumstances, I realized quickly that I need that time flexibility to be available for her appointments, more time at home and all that. So then I went into self-employed. And like I said, I've worked in the local salon for about 8 years. And just the next step in my life was to open up a business treatment room, sorry, in my home. And we've kind of created that space for me to be able to do it. So that's what's been happening kind of in the background. And then on top of that, I'm running my Arbon business as well. So with my Arbon business, why I do it is because I just felt like I needed something extra. I needed a cushion. Lockdowns for all of us were hard, especially the people who are self-employed. And I'm mentioning this to you today because we need to prepare for impact. We don't know what's around the corner. Life throws curveballs on us, and we just have to deal with it. So a question is, if today your main income stream stops, how are you going to pay your bills? How are you going to support your family? How are you going to be able to go on holidays? So if a question is, I don't have a replacement or I don't have any plan B, please listen carefully because this opportunity is here for you. But also there might be lots of you who are listening is like, I'm not looking for anything. I'm happy where I am. And, I'm really grateful for the job and the opportunities I've had in my industry. That's absolutely fine as well. But then again, the business model, which is network marketing, gives you the time leverage. So you might have a great job, which gives you fabulous financial freedom, and you've got your fabulous house and everything that you've dreamt of in your life, but you might not have enough time to enjoy all this. So please, please, please listen with open mind and heart. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Let me just go into the presentation. Okay, and I've got the presentation here. So a little bit about Arbon as a company. So Arbon is a company with over 45 years of experience. So the gentleman Peter Mork had a vision to create a brand. He started with the skincare, which will be safe and beneficial for use. What he meant by that is he wanted to create the daily use products, which will have no nasties, no chemicals, no parabens. And when I heard this story first time over 10 years ago, when I was first introduced to Arbon, I was like, how a man back in the days could think of anything like that when back in the days being healthy, all the wellness and things like that were not important. But clearly for him, he was a visionary and he wanted to create something that will fit in the future world. And that's exactly what he did. So he created a brand called Arbon. Based on, at the beginning was the skincare, but now we've expanded over 45 years into body care, baby care. We've got nutrition, which I'm going to touch on later on as well. And I feel like he will be so happy to see what he've created alongside his vision, because he's not with us, I'm afraid, anymore, but his legacy is still with us through all the Arbon consultants and everybody who's obviously involved in Arbon. So why wellness? So health and wellness is booming at the minute. I don't know if you feel the same way, but it's all about, healthy living. People are more aware of it out there. I feel like there is lots of podcasts, lots of people online which are sharing their knowledge about checking the ingredients and labels, not only on your food, because yes, what we eat and drink is the most important part, but then also on your products. Anything that we apply onto our skin absorbs into our blood system, which can then affect our health. So that's why it's so important to make sure that you are aware of what you're buying and what you're spending money on, and what you're applying not only onto your skin, but also the skin of your children and your family. And also, like I said, it's not just the food that we eat, but also what we apply to the skin and what we use on a daily basis. And I feel like with the knowledge about all the different illnesses that are really, really scary, everybody wants to do more and prevent as much as they can by being healthy, making sure that they're moving, making sure that they are, eating and drinking well. And I just think, like, once you understand that and realize that, and you go onto that path with your life changes, you notice the difference. So you're not going to only feel better from the outside, but also from the inside as well. So what we have in our offer, we have over 500 products in our offer. And that's, like I've mentioned already, from skincare to body care. We've got fabulous nutritional products. And I'm not going to lie, when I first looked into Arbon as a business opportunity, my main thing was that I need to check if these products are good enough so I can sign my name as a beauty therapist underneath, because I didn't want it to recommend anything that I wouldn't be happy with. And when I did my research, I was like, wow, this is really, really good, comparing to any training I've ever had in the beauty industry, comparing to the approach that Arbon has and other health and wellness company don't. It just blew my mind. Nutrition is literally something that everybody's looking for now. So I don't know anybody that doesn't take any vitamins, that doesn't drink, there's lots of people that now drink protein shakes. Like, again, it's because we have more knowledge and understanding of how important it is to be mindful of what we do to keep ourselves healthy for longer. So with the range of products that we have, we can, like I said, cover anything and anybody with skincare, nutrition, you've got hair care, you've got baby care. And now you might sit here and think, oh no, products are not for me. I'm not here to talk about skincare. I'm not here to talk about, anything of that. Please just answer this question to yourself. How many products have you used so far today? And, we all use products on a daily basis. These are all consumable products that when we run out of them, we're not going to think about twice if we're going to replace them. We're just going to do it. So, for example, toothpaste. Everybody brush their teeth every day. You've got the family members that do it with you alongside. When that toothpaste run out, you don't think about it twice. You just buy another one. And that's what literally happens with Arbon when it comes to business. Once the products run out, your clients are coming back for the same thing again and again and again and again. So that's the magic of it, that, like, as a business owner in this business, you literally have coming back clients because the products are consumable. What we have as well is our 90 days money back guarantee, which covers you as a consultant from top to toes. Because as a consultant, as a person that uses this product, you might think like, oh yeah, I've tried this, I've tried that, I love it, it's really good. And that's fabulous. But if there is anything that your clients order and they're not sure about it, or they haven't seen the results for themselves, or maybe like with makeup, they just, pressed on the wrong color of foundation or lipstick, they can use the product, open it, try it, and if it's not for them, they have 90 days to send the product back. And obviously, me as a consultant, I'm here to help them with that process. But where else you can buy a product, open it, try it, and then if you're not sure about it, give it back. And they give you money back as well. I've never seen it anywhere else. And that was another big tick for me, a tick box for me when I was actually looking into business, because again, this just makes my life easier because I'm 100% sure that if something goes wrong, Arbon's got my back as an independent consultant. Now, so how does it work? So in the regular retail, there is lots of cost added on to the actual end price of the product. So you see products in the shops, and let's say that's £1, and probably 90% of that price isn't what is in that bottle, isn't the ingredients, is it the actual product, is all the rest of the things that are added on for that product to land from the manufacturer to the customer. So what happens is everybody, which is the top line on your screen, everybody who touches the products along the way. So obviously it has to be manufactured. Then you've got the wholesalers. Then you've got the warehousing people are, putting things from one shelf to another. Then you might have advertising and marketing team in your business as well, which will be then, spending their time and energy into the best advertisements, what they can put on the radio, what they can put on the TV. Maybe they're going to pay a celebrity to say that they use something they probably never have, but because they get paid for just saying a sentence, they will happily do it. And then the retailer, which is your shop, somebody in the shop has to obviously put it on. And that all adds the cost onto the product and the end product for the customer. Now, in network marketing, what we do, we try to cut that middleman as much as we can. So the product goes straight from the manufacturer through the consultant like myself to the customer. So if you never heard of the word Arbon before, you're hearing this presentation, I was exactly the same. So even though I was working in the beauty industry when I first heard of Arbon, I've never heard of it before. And the reason being is because you're not going to see Arbon in shops, in supermarkets, on advertisements. The reason being is because Arbon is cutting all that cost, and through independent consultants like myself who are using the products on a daily basis, who have honest opinion about the products, that's how it's advertised basically. So unless you come across a consultant, you're probably never going to come across Arbon in your life. So I was blown away by that as well, because then I start to understand the whole background and the whole marketing of it. And I just feel like they're so right. There's no need for all of this. If you can invest all this money in the middle into the product and the research and the ingredients, and obviously everything that goes into the product being really good, that should be done like this. And then there is no cost of, shops. So the product goes straight from the website, because I have a link to my website. Clients are ordering things on the website, which is super easy, because then again, I don't have stocks of products in my cupboards waiting to be sold. All I do, if anybody's interested, I send them a link to my website. They can shop online. Everything we buy now can be bought online, right? Is everything is changing, everything is evolving. People hardly ever go for shopping. I think lots of that is to do with, again, lockdowns, and the world is just changing. So that's definitely a way forward. Lots of people will be looking more for convenience, because it's convenient to click a button on your laptop or your phone when you're shopping than making a trip to actual shops and spend the time and energy there. So I think it's just fabulous concept, and it makes the sense, because from, again, me comparing Arbon to any other brand that I had pleasure work with before, I'll never come across anything like that. So it was very, very interesting to find out. Now, how it works. So basically, like I've already mentioned, I'm an independent consultant who uses the products. And like I said, if I wouldn't do my research and try the products and be very happy with them, I wouldn't be able to recommend it, because like with everything, human naturally recommends things to human without even thinking. Think about when you recommend last time a good book, a series on Netflix, and maybe a good restaurant that just opened in the area, maybe a holiday agent that you've used and you had a fabulous holiday. we recommend things on a daily basis. The only difference is when we recommend restaurant, holiday agent, a Netflix series, nobody sends a paycheck to us and say, thank you for recommending because Sue, your friend, also came to us and used our services. In Arbon, as an independent consultant, we get paid. So basically, we shop from our online shop. So once again, all the cost of everyday products that I'm using anyway, toothpaste, deodorant, shampoo, hair conditioner, shower gel, I'm putting into my business, which obviously can be taxable as well. So then obviously like you can put that through your expenses in your business, and then you share. So you mention things to your friends and family, people that you come across in your life. And again, I feel like as a human, we are more likely to listen to somebody that you trust. So if I'm hearing somebody saying that they're tired, that their energy levels are really low, and I let them try a fish stick, they're more likely to try it than maybe from somebody else. So I just feel like it's such an easy way of working it. Of course, we're here to help people with their problems. This is why they're happy with the sample, or if they heard something from me, they can shop from my online website, and then I get percentage of the sales. And there is two ways of earning in Arbon, which we're gonna touch on. So basically, to work your online business with Arbon, you shop from your online shop, use the products, talk about the products and the results that you get from them with your network, and then you get commissions from the sales. Now, so here we are. That's actually a picture of the couple, but let's imagine it's just you in the middle and you start your online business today. You decide that you want to have a second income stream, you want to try something new, you like to hear what you're hearing so far, and you think, let's jump in and see how it goes. And then what happens is you then talk about the products and the business opportunity with some other people. Now, maybe there is another, friend of yours or family member or somebody that knows somebody that decides to join in with you as well. And then there is two sides to it. There will be customers and clients that join you and your team, and then your team members as well. So another consultants that work alongside with you. And what happens is that ripple effect of more and more people being involved in your business. So somebody knows somebody that knows somebody, and it just goes forever. So simple example of, mathematic example. So if I introduce 5 people to my business today, that's me and the 5 people. If they introduce 5 people to the business, each of them 5 people to the another person to the business, that's 5 times 5, which is 25 people in the business. So in my network, in my team, there is already 25 people. I might not necessarily know everybody because they might be a friend of a friend of a friend, but it's not about who you know directly. It's about who you meet along the way, and also the people that know people and who you're gonna in the future meet as well. So if you start thinking here, oh, I don't know nobody, my family is not supportive or whatever, it's not about who you know right now, it's about who you're going to meet as well along the way. So there is few ways of joining Arbon if you wish. So we've got our clients. So the client is literally a customer that gets a link sent to them, and they decide not to sign up to any other option, and they just pay the full price for the products and enjoy the products. We've got a preferred client, and this is a client that has their own account linked to your website, and then anytime they shop, you get commissions from them. But what they get an account for a year, which at the minute is only £10, so it's less than £1 a month really, and they get automatically 20% off. Obviously, they've got access to bigger discounts as well, special deals, and free shipping and free products with their qualifying orders. Another feature for clients is Replenish Me, which is our like a subscription box. So for example, if there is a client that is hooked up into nutrition and they know they want their package of nutrition to arrive every 30, 60 or 90 days, they can set it up. So once they've got to set it up, they don't have to come back onto the website and keep reordering, and that's, I think, as well another convenience of online shopping and this type of feature, because once you're happy with something and you like, again, with the toothpaste, if you know the toothpaste will last you for 2 months, you're going to have another one on the subscription as well. So, but that's the feature that can be flexible. So you can change it, change products around. You can move things, you can cancel it at any point as well. So it's very flexible. It's not like one of those subscriptions that once you've got it, you cannot come out of it. So it's very flexible. And once again, with this, you get your free shipping and free products every time you shop with the qualifying orders. And independent consultants. So obviously me touching more about the business today. Once again, I just feel like the independent consultant is the best thing because not only are you getting the products at the better discount, but also you'll be able to open up your business just for £50 amount. So now in UK it's £50. We operate in other countries as well. So obviously that might be different if you're listening to it from another country, but £50 to open your business, that blew my mind as well, because being a self-employed beautician, when I first started my self-employed journey and I went from, working for somebody and not worrying about anything to be fully responsible for my business, the cost of the rental of the place, the cost of setting up, which is all the equipment, the products, the cost of the insurance, the cost of advertising, and everything that was coming along before I even walked into that room and did the first treatment was much bigger than £50, I promise you. If you are here and you're from the property development or stock shares, you know that to start that type of business, you need much more than just £50 in your pocket. So with the Arbonne business, what you get is the website that is already made for you with all the information in there that is linked to your name. So obviously is your independent consultant website, which is personalized to you. And whoever shops from that website is linked directly to you. You've got the customer service team in every single country that we operate. And once again, if I don't know something, and if I have any problem or if I'm not sure, I can just ring them, and that's for free. I don't have to pay anything extra. That's included in my Arbonne in a Box business package. And then obviously you get as well the free products with the qualifying orders. You've got the potential for the earnings and cash bonuses. There is incentive trips that are available to work towards. And again, nobody's here to tell you what to do. This is your business. So as much effort you put into that business, as much you're going to get out of it, I always say. And also as many people as you help, that's going to then help you. So I look at it this way: more people that will listen from me about this business and this business opportunity I can help, then that's how I will grow in this business as well. Of course, the people that join my team and they put more effort and they introduce more people into the business and also have more clients, they can outgrow me. And that's absolutely fine, because it is very fair. Nobody comes here on a day one and is already, a national vice president, which is our fourth level of the business. Everybody starts as an independent consultant and works their way out. So we get the training and recognition as well, which with training, everything is for free. So if you are like me and you've got already, busy circumstances in your life, I don't always can jump on every single thing that is available, but I can always go back to it. I can listen to the recording. I can read something. I can just find the pockets of time in my life to train myself and also to learn more about the business and the products as well. Now, so earning potential. So I've kind of touched on it a little bit already, but so we get, as an independent consultant, 35% commission from the SRP price on every sales from our clients. You get up to 18% of the overrides from your team. So again, nobody's taking nothing from nobody. Let's say you've got me, and then I've got the 5 consultants with me, and then they've got 5 consultants each. So I don't get the same amount of percentage from every single team member in my team, but why they are spread better, because that's how it works, is different percentages at different generations, depends how far away people are from you. Like I said, everybody who joins in today, they can outgrow me, is how much effort you put into your business. So with the commissions, you get them paid weekly and then a monthly paycheck as well. So again, if you just want that extra cash in your life and you're thinking of, a couple of £100 a week, more into your family budget, that could be something for you. But if you are looking into bigger money and bigger potential, that's available as well, and it's all based on the and on your effort. But for all the average and what is possible, I would recommend you to go into urbanearnings.com, because again, there is lots of people in this business that run and did everything so quickly, and then there's some people like myself who are just taking their time and slowly building this business alongside everything else as well. So with all these different levels that we have in Arbonne, there are different opportunities. But again, there is something for everybody. If it's only a couple of £100 that you're looking for extra, and just ask yourself, what will that extra 200, 500, 600, £1,000 do in your life? And also, what will happen if you be at that top level, which I'm working towards, and I want other people to come there with me. I want my friends and everybody that is joining me to be there as well, because why not, if it's possible? I've seen people working this business to the top of the top. At the minute, there is lots of people from the company in Maui, which is a once a year business trip that the Arbonne is providing for them to go, not only for leisure and pleasure, also for the training, but it's all paid for. I mean, I've worked in places before, and I sometimes just got, for Christmas, Merry Christmas card, and not even a thank you. So just look at it from that angle, how well you looked after where you are, and what would you like your life to look at. So because potential is there. So the exciting part about all this is that Arbonne's been on the market for over 45 years, but we still have all this empty space in a map to go and expand to. So you might come across some other network marketing businesses in your life before and think like, oh, but when I used to work for so-and-so, they've been like 100 countries already. Yes, but are they still around? Are they still doing well? Arbonne is one of the health and Arbonne is the health and wellness company in the the health and wellness industry that has been around for so long. There's lots of companies starting and stopping and going back, and at the minute we operate in America and Canada, Poland and UK, and New Zealand and Australia. Who do you know in there? Do you know anybody that lives there? Do you have a friend of a friend that knows somebody? In the world of Facebook and social media, it's so easy to connect with people. So you don't have to physically be in those countries to potentially grow your team and client base in those countries as well, because it is all online. So I feel like this business being online gives so much opportunity to all of us. And because we still have not expanded to the whole world, is slowly coming up, is so exciting, because it's established business with 45 years experience. Slowly they're expanding and slowly they're choosing where they want to go, and they are a B Corp company as well, which is the sustainability of the company as well. If you never heard of B Corp, please go and have a look, because we do have all the stamp. We vegan, we kosher, we gluten-free and all that, but this company is improving. So I've been introduced to it many years ago, 10 years ago. Just that 10 years now made such a big difference, and I can see a massive growth in that company. So yeah, if you're kind of listening to this and you're thinking, oh, okay, I can see what she means, just whoever sends you this video, or if I've sent it to you, just reach out if you have any questions, because I'm more than happy to answer your questions. And I would just leave you with the question that's been asked to me when I first heard of this opportunity. If you do what you do, which is your current circumstances, whatever job you do, whatever you do on a daily basis, and you're going to carry on doing this for the next 5 years, is anything going to change? Because the sad reality is, if we are in the circumstances that we are not quite sure about, or maybe you love your job but you want to have more time, or you like your job but you're not earning enough, or you are employed and you would like to have more flexibility with your hours choices, if you're going to stay where you are, nothing's going to change, right? So it's so important to think about the future as well. I know it's not easy to think about, if something happens, if there is any problem with the job that you have, if you get redundant, but those things unfortunately happen to all of us. And the best sentence that I always hear when I'm listening to Arbonne presentation is, prepare for impact because we just don't know what's around the corner. So I would just stop sharing the screen now and just leave you with that information, guys, because I feel like it's up to you. I'm here to share, obviously, the opportunity and what I know, but it's totally up to you what you do with this information. For more information, and if you have any questions, if you're not sure about something, or I haven't covered something that you were looking for to hear today, just pop me a message and we can have a chat. Thank you so much for listening, guys, and I'll speak to you all soon.